All right, guys, so I wanted to kind of make a little quick video here for you, just to kind of get you started and help you out a little bit because these can be a little tricky, okay? So what I'm going to do, and I'll change colors so you can kind of see it a little bit better, is I'm going to kind of start this off, and I'm going to do something similar with this shape. I'm not going to do exactly what you're going to do, but I'll kind of walk you through kind of how to do to get started uh, with each kind of move or transformation. Okay. So the first thing we can do is if it wants me to, let's say, translate, and let's say it wants me to go 2 units up, and then let's say 1 unit, um, let's say right. Okay. If I need to go 2 units up and 1 unit right, I'm going to do both of these at the same time. So those are going to be combined. So for point A, I'm going to look at point A, okay, right here, and I'm going to go up 2 units. So 1, 2, but I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to go also 1 over, then put my point, okay? And I'm going to label that point A prime. See the little prime there? And I'll do the same thing for B. I'll go up 1, 2, and then over 1, and then put my point, or to the right one, and that's B prime. I'll do the same thing for C. I'll go up 1, 2, and then over 1, and then put my point. That's C prime. And the same thing for D. I'll go up 2 and over 1, and then put my point. And that's D prime. Little tick mark, okay? So that's how you can transform. And you can see what I'm going to do is I'm just going to redraw the shape here. So I'm going to just connect it, the dots, the new points together. I'm going to connect all these new points together. And there's my new shape, okay? So I translated up 2 units and 1 unit to the right, all right? All right. And then let's say, and I got rid of some of those markings because you don't need them, okay? Just so it's a little cleaner looking. And so now let's say it wants me to reflect over the x-axis. So this is the x-axis. So this is the x-axis. It goes side to side, okay? And so what I'm going to do, if I want to reflect, I got to make everything a mirror just like we did yesterday and when we were using points. So I'm going to start with A prime here, okay? My new A. And I'm going to look and I'm going to say, how far away is it from the x-axis? So let's see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 units away. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reflect it all the way down here, right? Like a mirror. This is the mirror. X-axis is the mirror. I'm going to reflect it 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's going to go down here. Notice it's on the same line. Same line. And this is going to be A prime prime, A double prime. There's 2 little tick marks, okay? I'm going to do the exact same thing for B. Watch this. So it's 1, 2 away from the x-axis. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, and put my point right here. And that's going to be B double prime, 2 tick marks, okay? And then I'm going to do the same thing for C. Now C is down here already. So what do I have to do with it? I got to go up, and it's 2 away. 1, 2. So I got to go up 1, 2, put my point there. And I know there's a lot of writing, double prime. That's why I changed the colors, okay? And hold on just a sec. Okay, I just wanted to clean that up a little bit for you. So here we have our new A, our A prime, double prime, our B double prime, and our C double prime, okay? And we just need D. And just remember, C was down here, okay? So I moved it up, right? It was 2 away from the x-axis, so I moved it up from the x-axis 2, and that's why it's up here. It was down here. Now it's up here. Okay. So then here's point D prime, and it's 2 away, 1, 2 away from the x-axis. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, and then put my point here. And that is D double prime. So the x-axis is like a mirror. All right. And then I can just draw in, again, I can draw in my new shape. So I'm going to connect A to B, B to C, C to D, and then D back to A. And there it is. And this is kind of your final shape. This will be your final shape. So if you want to really kind of show it and kind of draw it really heavy, right? See how I'm doing this? So I'm making it really bold. The line's really bold because this is my final shape. So I want to make sure I can really, really see that's my final shape. This is where my final shape would be. Okay. And I'm just making that really bold so I can see it over my other shapes. Okay. So the green one is my final shape. There we go. Okay. So we translated, the red was a translation, 2 units up, 1 unit to the right, and then the reflect was over the x-axis. So it flipped, right? Everything flipped over the x-axis. The A came down, the B came down, the C went up, the D went the D went down. Okay, so point D went down. All right, thanks.